Right, so welcome back, and in this clip I'll talk about the effect of Maya fields or forces on per particle basis. So till now we have talked about the entire fields and forces which affects the entire particle objects. But what if we want to create a situation in which we can affect the fields based upon per particle values? So let's start with the very simple, particle creations. We'll have ammeter and we have the ohmnimeter. Let me change the rate and speed values to 350 and speed to, let's say, 5 by 2. All right, now if I play the timer, you can see this is the very default behavior of the particles. Let me also dip down the conserve value, let's say 0.85. All right, now let's select the particles, move over to the field solver and use the turbulence field. All right, now we bring the turbulence field inside a volume. So we can achieve this with the help of the volume shape. And let me just increase the size of this field. Perfect. Now get rid of the attenuations, increase the magnitude to a value of 100 and also dip down the frequency to maybe 0.75. Let's give some key to the phase, and I think so we should use the phase Y. So let's say we have a value of 10 and put a key over here. Now at frame 200, let's give the negative value. So the phase will shift between positive 10 to the minus 10. All right. Now if we play, you can see this is the overall change. That's pretty much nice. But you can notice that, once the particles escape out from the volume of the turbulence field, they are still alive. So I can have any condition, but let's start with a very simple and basic one. What if I want to make the particle die out the moment they escape from this volume section? All right. So first of all, we are required to change the lifespan mode from live forever to the lifespan PP. And then now we are talking about the particular particles. That means particles which are outside the scope of this volume sections. So that means we have to prepare our statement of expressions which decides that once the particles are out from the influence or from the, you can say, the effect of the turbulence, they should die. I just want to say that the moment particles escape out from this volume section, they should die instantly. So let's prepare our statement and let's go inside the per particle attribute. Over here we have the lifespan PP, and now let's move to the runtime after dynamics because we want them, we want to take care of the particles on per frame basis definitely. So let's say we have a condition, and now the question comes that what exactly we want to use, or how can we use the turbulence field based upon the per particle. Well, the good thing is that we have an option over here, that is the input force. Now this input force will take care of our question. This input force is basically the force which you have added. All right, so if in case you have 2 or 3 forces, then definitely we have a different number over here. So as if for now we are using the nParticle shape 1 dot input force, so bring it over here, increases, and let's say we have a condition: if nParticle shape 1 dot input force is less than a value of 1, then in that case the nParticle shape 1 dot lifespan per particle should be -1. All right, and here we go, hit the option create. Now take a look. Once we roll back the timeline, you'll see now particles are just not able to survive outside the scope of this volume section. All right, and let me just also rescale this. Let me make this a little bit more shorter, and now if I play, you can see something is very nice. Let me also go for the play, real-time playback, and that's absolutely amazing. So that was a quick look inside the effect of the feed on per particle basis, and these are the overall expressions. Go for the by expression name, click it over here, and you can take a look at this. The main important per particle attribute is the input force, and one important thing is that guys, we don't have to apply this in the creation mode, because with this, from the birth, the effect of the field is like almost a zero. So that's the reason why, because the field is not affecting the particles. So in this particular case, we are not actually required to use these expressions in the creation mode, or you can say just at the time of the birth. All right. So I hope so, guys, you must have understood this concept. Now let's take a pause and move to the next clip where we talk about the particle collision event editor.